Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Shar. Make sure you guys stay with us for the entirety of the live. We're gonna jump into some things, all right? Let's go. All right. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Shar. Y'all know what time it is. Hit that like button, turn your notification on, and subscribe to the channel because I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Listen, y'all make it do what it do. Cause ain't nobody sleep with y'all last night. If you haven't had a chance to follow me on any forms of social media, please do on all platforms at Shar's Reality number 6. If you haven't had a chance to follow my backup page on all platforms, please do at Shar's Reality Family. Listen, checkmates, this is not a chat for children. So if you're a child, I'm sorry, you got to go. Hello to all my newcomers, flip floppers, and day ones. What's up, and la da da to everybody? What's up, checkmates? What's up? I missed y'all. What's up? Hey, Toot, what's up? Mama Bees, Elf, Mick in the building. What's up? Nene Love, I like that. I don't think I saw you here before, but if I missed you in the past and this isn't your first time, forgive it. Charge it to my head and not my heart. Gwendolyn, what's up? Purple Queen, Muted Expressions, what's up? S White, Miss Linda Gamble. Ooh, a lot of familiar faces chiming on in. Cheryl, what's up? Boo, Jazzy, Jay. I see y'all stomping through like the big dogs. I see y'all. Quiet Storm, welcome, welcome, welcome. Listen, we got so much to talk about. I'm behind. I was supposed to be live today around 10:45 ish, 11 o'clock. But the semester is ending for the children, guys. So listen, we're gonna get active one way or another pretty soon, okay, on a schedule. But once the kids' semester end and I can, my assistance isn't needed as much, okay, I will be good. But right now, baby, I'm all over the place. Okay. Um, I hope I didn't forget anybody. Purple Queen. Thank you for saying hello to everybody. I do have to make some adjustments on my mod list, but that's okay. I'm used to it. We have like at least at least two inactive mods. And I know I don't go live all the time, but I would like to see mods in the chat as often as I need to. I have some faithful mods, but I also have some ones that just here. Okay, so hey Frederick, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. We appreciate you for being here. So we definitely y'all go back and check out the videos from yesterday that I posted. It weren't live videos, but they were videos. Go check them out. Hit the like button. Tell me what you guys think, okay? So much been going on with Love and Marriage Huntsville. I told you guys I'm going to try to mix and match it, and not just Love and Marriage Huntsville, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Love and Marriage Huntsville, because baby, it be too much, okay? It made me feel like I'm in a broken relationship or I'm in somebody's hot seat, okay? Or somebody playing dirty towards me. So I got to lay down, honey, lay low for the most part, okay? But I'm here, okay? We're gonna have a conversation about it. We have a lot of stuff going on, okay? We got the Kimmy and Mel thing going on. Child, listen, because we're gonna talk about them last actually. But let me just say this, okay? Hey Bridget, what's up? Stomping through the chat. What's up, boo? So let me say this. Every time I turn around during the entire season, everything Melody had going on, y'all talked about it. Even when it was nothing going on, y'all made it something, okay? Y'all created your own narratives. Y'all spent the narratives for your own agendas. Listen, y'all didn't let up on her. I'm glad she like, you know what? It's your turn in the hot seat. Let's have a conversation about your issue. I am so glad. I don't care who don't like it. It is what it is. Like y'all really be thinking like y'all can just do and say whatever y'all want to somebody, but as soon as it comes to your backyard, ain't nobody allowed to rake your leaves and pull your edges. Hell, if we ain't, we gonna talk about you too, okay? And Kimmy do a lot of. We're gonna save her for last because I got a lot to say about that. But anyway, okay. Hey, Pretty Brown Eyes, thumping through the chat. Pretty Brown Eyes is another content creator. Go over and follow her if you guys are not following her over there, or subscribe, rather. Over there. She's an amazing content creator. Go show her some love, okay? I wouldn't send y'all nowhere if I don't like it, okay? So go over and check her out. MJ in the building. What's up? Y'all stomping through the chat. But listening, and Kimmy been speaking on Mel's issues since season one in regards to exactly. Now is you and your dude in the hot seat, and everybody got to be quiet, baby. Miss me with that. No, we're gonna talk about it. Okay. Listen, it's a fair game here on YouTube. I just want to make that clear. Nobody's off limits, okay? You just have to be ready for what is your turn, okay? Master Registered Nursing Degrees, welcome. We appreciate you for being here. So it's just, you just gotta be ready when it's your turn. It might be your turn today and somebody else's turn tomorrow. It may never be your turn. However, everybody gonna get a fair chance. Whether somebody is talking positive about you, whether somebody's talking negative about you, whether somebody just encouraging you or throwing a bunch of hatred to you. Listen, it happens. And the more you grind and the more your numbers start going up, right now my number seems to be like a little flip-floppy, a little shady, but that's okay because I'm trusting God and I know how to get them back up, right? I have been gone for a little bit, out all the rhythm, so I'm stomping back through the chat, right? However, it doesn't make me or break me, right? But people be hating on your numbers, right? What I've learned as a content creator is don't look at nobody else's numbers. Don't look at nobody else's chat. Like, go support, but don't watch their numbers, because if you watch their numbers, it will discourage you. And you don't need that when you're trying to get to the top, baby. You don't need that. Oh, you're welcome, Pretty Brown Eyes. Her favorite words. Let me see. In regards to, it sure is. Kimmy Big Mad. She was breaking bread at the last mimosas with some folks, and what? Child, put a bomb on y'all, okay? Mel has actually showed her and Maurice grace. Yes, that's a perfect word. Showed them grace. She's giving them grace, mercy, all of that, okay? Because I would have been talking about them, okay? But I guess she said if they ain't poking at me, I ain't poking at them. And honestly, she's still not doing it the way she should have been doing it, right? She's still giving them a little grace and mercy and extended, okay? So they just need to be quiet, okay? And these Scots think they something, child. I'm just listening to all the interviews, especially that thing that they just did with Carlos King. Baby, I didn't even get a chance to rewind. I told my fiance I got so much stuff and notes and stuff to talk about. It's ridiculous, right? Because oftentimes, between my work and stuff, and today for work been noisy. Okay, so it might be a little noisy today, but y'all just bear with me, okay? But it's just one of those things. Like I got so much stuff because I be like, does anybody else see or hear what I'm seeing and hearing? Child, I can't. Okay. All right, listen. We gotta move on. We gotta move on. We're 10 minutes into it, and we're supposed to be starting at the 10-minute mark. It's 70 in the chat. Shout out to you guys. Hit that like button, honey. Turn me up, turn me up, turn me up. If you go back, Kimmy was the first one to bring up the Holtz rumor. Listen. I can't remember like that, child, but I don't put it past her. You know what I mean? Like that's who she is. She's a bone carrier. Okay. Hey, Dolores, welcome to the chat. Tree W, what's up, boo? Um, CC, what's up, boo? Y'all stomping through the chat. I love it. I love it. Share the live. So anyway, listen, at the end of the day, it's a fair game. You guys are on reality TV. It is what it is, right? We can talk about whatever we want to. When people get on here and decide to go, ham on Melody, it's really nothing we can say. We can, uh, um, you know, what you call that? Like state our concerns, but there's nothing we can actually say to make people stop talking about her. We can say that's a lie, you a lie. We can stop in the chat like a million man march, but at the end of the day, folks are allowed to say what they want. So what makes these folks the Scots off limits? No, it's a fair game. Like my mama would say, fair exchange, no robbery, sir. Muted expressions, welcome to the chat. Um, Kimmy has been so kind to Kimmy, hosting her cancer remission party, invited her for a message, invited her for a workout. Kimmy is trash. Yeah, it sounds about right to me. All right, so first thing first, let's talk about Sunny, okay? Now, what on is the curve? Because I know I heard a little while back where Destiny was throwing a lot of shade, and Destiny was saying, that Sunny basically no longer have a job, okay? Now, I asked you guys before, now, wasn't Sunny just coming on like a tryout? And I know that's not the correct term for it, but she wasn't a permanent cast member, from my understanding, right? Just let me know if that's true. And this is why you got to be careful how much you willing to go for a dollar, right? Now, Sunny appears to be doing very well for herself. We saw her have a lot of, I know in my town they call them rumor homes, right? I know she calls it something different, but in my town, I'll call it what I call it. It's a rooming house, right? She has a lot of those things going for herself. So toodles to the hard working boss, right? And we don't want to knock that. We want to give credit to that. So what I'm saying is, I don't know if a lot of things are worth risking, okay? When we talk about Moses and how Moses is incarcerated now of her own, she's admitted to it. Other folks have found it out, and it's true, right? And now now that the pressure is off of her, she's able to make light of the situation. However, um, I don't think that they could have come out of that box of proving Destiny wrong. Like, this my man, my man, my man, my man, my man. Like, I think that was the main focus that everybody lost focus, right? Per se safety, right? Issues with the law, right? Right or wrong. Things like that has basically took the back burner to foolishness, right? So Sonny was so busy and Moses was basically clapping his girl up, like go babe, go. I don't know who she thinks she playing with, right? That they lost sight of what they were there for, okay? And they basically, if this is true, that she doesn't, she's not hired any longer as a castmate or, part-time castmate or whatever you want to call it, you lost sight, right? It's kind of like when you walk into a room, you only get 50 seconds to basically give somebody an impression of you. And if you feel that, people have already made up their mind what they want to view you as: ignorant, cute, generous, and a host of other things, right? However, we won't be able to change what somebody said about us at this point because we've had an opportunity to prove ourselves and we fumbled that, right? So here Sunny is, and she jumps in and she dives in, and it's a little bit too much for Sunny, in my opinion, right? She dives in and she lost sight of what the agenda was. Yes, she's a successful person. However, you fumbled your extra cash because you chose violence and not physical violence, guys. But she chose violence over just using wisdom, right? And I'm gonna get back to the comments. You know, I'll be losing my train of thought. So let me finish this thought. Right. So she chose, to be more invested in what the comments or the commenters was saying, that she lost sight of her, her 50 seconds of impressions to the world, right? So much so that here we are now that she may not even be hired for the show any longer. Okay, if she's still hired, then toodles to her. Okay, but I do think it was a bit too much, and she chewed off, too much too soon. But also, they risked his freedom trying to prove a point to Destiny. That's why I stick wholeheartedly to y'all lost sight of the agenda. Y'all lost sight of the goal. You were supposed to get in, get out, and pack that bag, right? Fill it up, right? But y'all lost sight of that because you were so busy focused on Destiny. Period. I don't care how you slice and dice that, right? So now she's been coming like kind of. I appreciate her reviews, right? Because it's nice when you see it from a cast member or ex-cast member or a semi-cast member, however you want to slice and dice that thing. It's nice when you can see it in that way, right? However, um, it it's kind of like, again, one of those too invested type things, right? Everybody's giving a review, but everybody seems to be more cautious than Sunny. Sunny's really like freelance. I'm gonna say what the hell I got to say, and look, wherever the chips land, let them land. And look, to each his own. However, if she's fired, then I understand. But if she's not, I don't feel like she's doing a good job at protecting her job, right? Um, and all of that. So she's on there and she's giving her review, and she went back a couple episodes, right? Because she wasn't online. She says her husband comes first. And because of that, her husband come first. She took that time and she doesn't put a cap on her husband's phone calls because that's her husband, okay? Listen, to each his own. That's your husband. Look, do what you gotta do to make sure that thing stick, okay? I'm for sticking, right? Whatever that looks like for whoever, okay? So she's giving her review, and during that review, she comes, she tells a couple things, but she talks about, and I'm going to not go in order with the review because I just took what I needed to take. And the first thing well, not the first thing, but one of the things she talked about is Destiny, and she talks about the picture that's floating around, where we've later learned that the picture is not Lance and his wife and the kids. It's actually Lance, the kids, and his oldest daughter, 16 years old, who Destiny say, according to Destiny, that this 16-year-old have, given birth to a baby. Look, y'all know my story. There's no shame in my game. I got pregnant at 16. Does it make it right? No. But baby, all 5 of the kids is in college, and I have one in 10th grade. So God has been faithful to me, okay? And I understand that stuff happens, and parents don't have control over stuff that we just want to do because we want to do, right? So I like to be generous to that. And I'm not talking about the kids because look, that baby gonna be great. That 16-year-old gonna be well. And she can, and she will continue to be well, right? So we wish for the best for her. However, given the content of what we're talking about, Sunny talks about that, okay? And she's basically saying the same thing everybody else been saying. If there's a newborn, and I don't think when Sunny made these remarks, she was aware that Destiny has since come out and say that's not his baby, okay? But she made a conversation about that. And I think her reasoning for talking about Destiny, because Destiny talked about her for so long. So rightfully so, right? Is it fair exchange, no robbery? And look, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. We can have a conversation all day, right? So I'm all for that. Mama Bees is in the chat. Hi, how are you? And welcome to the chat. Outside looking in, to me, Sunny and Moses will not be returning to Love and Marriage Huntsville due to how she's breaking the fourth wall with her episode reviews. Wow. BTS producers, filler info. Again, this is my take. It sounds that way to me too. If you like to bless, thank you so much for what the reminder is, for what the Cash App is. It's blasted across your screen. We appreciate that. Pretty Brown Eyes is saying hello to everyone. Mama B says that we only have 53 likes and 90 on in the live. Guys, we have 138 people in the live. Let's get the likes to match the viewerships. It's imperative that you do. Listen, it's hard for me to even try to go live, but I do it, and in between my busy work schedule and the kids and all of that. So just give me a blessing back and hit that like button, right? And you're feeling real generous, you like want to be an extra blessing, go ahead and share the live. Okay, I appreciate you in advance. Um, so let me see. Everybody is speaking to everyone. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Carlos King really doesn't care. He just dropped on for a holiday clip, including Martell. Wow. Why is Destiny putting their business out and not her own? I agree. Liza More Lies, welcome to the chat, boo. I agree. I feel like she has so many other things to talk about. And if you guys watch my review of that, particular thing, with just focusing on that picture, we are not sharing nothing as the content creators that Destiny did not tell us, right? Or that the show did not tell us, okay? That Carlos did not mention, okay? And I feel like she didn't mind throwing the chips off her own back and putting them on somebody else's just to clear her name. I feel like that could have been done in a better way. It could have simply been done and says that's not his wife baby. Why tell us this baby's this baby's business? I don't feel like we needed to know that, but now it's here. It's fair, fair game. We got to talk about it, right? Not that we're trying to come against this baby, because I told you my testimony is my testimony, right? However, I feel like there was a better way to say this is not his baby. You could have just simply said that. That would have worked, right? That would clear us all off your back rather than throwing this 16-year-old baby under the bus. I feel like that was corny. It was lame, but it's also expected of Destiny, okay? Lance tags under that picture said father of three. It did, which left us all. And also, if you guys watched that review that I did, he also was liking stuff that said congratulations, and he was skipping over the things that said that's his grandbaby. I didn't think that it was the wife because the face actually looks like Nell to me. Just a younger version. So that's what threw me off, okay? So I didn't report that because I'm like, wow, that person looked just like Miss Nell. So I was confused off of that. But he didn't say, and it would have been a perfect opportunity for him to say, hey guys, that's not my baby, that's my grandbaby. Obviously, he didn't want nobody to know, and put the heat on his baby. That's still his baby, whether she had a baby or not. His loyalty is to his child, as it should be, okay? Not Destiny. Okay, so that's just where I stand with that. Exactly, Shar. Dust Mite didn't need to tell the public the newborn was Lance's teenage daughter. She lacks tact. Lacks tact and empathy, but that's how gutter snipes are. Yes, just tacky. Right? So he could have cleared it up. Exactly, Liza More Lies. She could have kept quiet. He posted it for a reason and said what he said. Absolutely. Doing too much, right? But she want everybody else to think as a woman. Girl, you wasn't thinking as a woman when you posted that man's child business? Girl. I just can't. I just can't. I don't believe they were going to be returning anyway. Okay. Baby, y'all are rude coming in, not hitting that like button. Oh, thank you, Elf Mick. I appreciate that. Tamika, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. I don't even think I spoke, but hello. Let's see. Okay. So let's listen to what she had to say about Destiny first. And then we can go from there, okay? What she had to say about Destiny during her review. Okay. Let me turn my device on do not disturb for a minute because for whatever reason, when I'm talking and having a conversation, everybody want to call my phone, child. Don't do that. Okay, I'm busy. I'm talking to my checkmates, okay? And we got stuff to talk about. So don't be just calling my phone, child. Don't be just calling my phone. Okay. All right, hold on, guys. We got to start it over. Hold on.
You got a woman too, because somebody popped the baby out. Shit. Let's see here. How many months? Okay, she was well pregnant. Whatever was going on, it's a baby. I mean, hell, listen, you ain't got to be too smart to understand how that happened. Some people misunderstand.
All right, so y'all heard it from her first, okay? So she's even talking about this baby, right? If the castmate, who, whether she fired or not, or whether she was or she wasn't, it wasn't clear to her, what the hell you want us to do as a CCs, right? play double dutch, hopscotch with it, right? We took what we had and we did the best with it. Now, if you say otherwise, okay, we can take that back. Okay, that wasn't his wife. But it still doesn't change the fact that Nell, out of her own mouth, said that that man was indeed married to him and his wife or somehow working on it, right? During the time where you was all clinging around him at Stormy's birthday party and sing out in the town with him, you know what I mean? So listen, we not making this up, Destiny. And I love how they like to pull the integrity card when it comes to us CCs as if we're classless, right? We're just reporting what you guys put out. Some CCs do take it too far, but neither here nor there. Let's just talk about the decent ones that can articulate, right, some things or two. However, don't make it seem like we're just clueless to what was put out and we have no idea how to pick apart what's going on. Stop that. That's annoying as hell. Okay? Let me see what y'all saying. Sunny needs to put together a pitch for her and Moses' newlywed love after life. Wait a minute. CC said Sunny needs to put together a pitch for her and Moses' newlyweds love after lockup reality show. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I will be the first to sign a subscription. Where do I sign up at? I think it would be interesting because I'm not gonna say that they came, even though you guys know I stopped following her when all that stuff happened because I don't like the way it was done. But I'll be watching it because I feel like they have a story to tell outside of what's being presented on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay, I don't even think she got a chance to get her foot wet over there because, or her feet wet rather, because Carlos is so focused on the mess that he won't show us this girl potential. You know, and I think that's where the reality stars have to stand up. Demand, listen, you're gonna have to show us some of my real life. I'm tired of arguing with this girl. I'm tired of going back and forth with her. I need you to really, really, really show what's going on in real life. I think if they do that, not that Carlos and his team has to listen, but you stand for something. Stop letting everything be a yes. Tell them no. It's a no. And listen, also let's normalize walking away from foolishness, okay? Let's normalize that. If you guys get comfortable enough to walk away from him allowing you guys to come up against each other, creating a beef where there is none, right? Or having a problem or creating a problem where there's absolutely none, then he will probably be able to turn that corner a little bit more, much quicker than he has right now. Okay, but he continues to do the little stuff that he do behind the scenes and put you guys up to each other, creating a problem where there is none because you guys do not put your full armor on and says no. I would not humiliate myself, my children, my family, my fans like this. Do something better with me. You know what I mean? Like I think that's so important. Um, they lied about them having a relationship, in my opinion. I believe it was for the show. They had no chemistry or interactions on the episode at the park. Wow. Um, not that's my show girl. Hey, Kufan, what's up? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. We appreciate you for being here. People who know Lance and his family know who his children are. What's the big deal in saying the child isn't his? Um, he had child at 16. His daughter continued the cycle. Listen, look, you heard what I said. It is what it is. The baby's here now. What are we talking? What was the reason for you outing that girl? It was none of nobody's business. You could have just simply said no. And that's not his baby. And we would have been cool with that. But all the rest of the stuff was extra stuff. We just didn't need the whole story. I just feel like you was doing anything to take the heat off of you, which the heat is going to always be on you because you have a pattern. You continue to do certain dumb, stupid, dilapidated things. And I just don't understand how you can sit in front of a camera like you got all this class in the world and you rise above it when you keep doing stuff like this. Sit down for the life of me. You know what I mean? I think the real relationship is Dust Mite and F Boy Marty. That part. Ooh, Dawn, you better come on in here and talk your ish. All right. But they got more chemistry than what we saw her and Moses had. But that's just my opinion, okay? All right, guys, we got to move on to Still Sunny. Sunny calls Martell out for basically, apparently, lying on the Scots, right? She's basically calling him, I'm gonna say it my way, but she ain't say it like that. A GAY man, like femaleish, right? A little zesty. Okay, because she's like, okay, how would you know that? What would you know? And like evident, you recording what was going on, which would be super weird. I don't believe you. Okay, so we're gonna listen to that. And I'll put her link at the bottom when we're done, so that you guys can have full access to what I'm talking about. And I'll try to even put where to find the like the timestamp of it also. Okay. Um, but y'all, it's some stuff going on. Okay. Um. Okay. Let me pull it up.
We're gonna go right into the Martell drama. Listen, I'm gonna go right to it. How many of y'all think Martell's lying about the drama with him and Marsau?
So it's clear that she thinks that Martell is lying. She don't think there's no truth to it. And she's reading the comments now, and people are telling her whether they believe it or not.
When I say that girl was crawling up behind her at that girl's trip, I thought I will agree with Kimmy. I thought that they were on the road to something, because it was giving, please be my
friend. She's talking about Destiny and Mel.
And then when she said them two little braids down on that bench, it was talking about Mel kissed up to her.
Wait, not her putting the two little braids on the bench. Baby, the shade is real. Oh, they was two little ones too, but I got to go. All right, let's go.
I was like, where was you at? Because I saw something totally different.
I know that's right. Me too.
Even Kimmy said, yeah, she was fighting over the seat. So y'all know it ain't just me saying it.
Y'all hit the like button.
Said this, and me and Kimmy didn't rehearse that. If that ain't the fakest shit I've seen, I have not. Like I said, guys, I really have not witnessed anything to this level in my life.
Mm-hmm. They do a lot of fake stuff, guys.
That shit, okay? That shit. At first, I thought it was for the show and just putting on, but the girl is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. All right. So, Martell outing, or allegedly outing Marsau, talking about how they had sex with girls together.
That's true, girl.
Talking about how Tricia was sleeping around with somebody, allegedly.
She might have.
Do y'all think it's just fluff?
Nope.
Do you feel like he's deflecting?
No, I don't think it's fluff. He might have put a 2 on a 10, right? However, I do believe that Martell know where the bodies are buried at. Okay, y'all, let me know something different in the chat. Y'all think otherwise, but I definitely think that Martell knows where the bodies are buried at, and I'm hoping the next episode they get into those receipts that Martell has. But let's understand that Martell is a wimp, and sometimes he's suckerer. He's a sucker too. So what he tends to do is he thinks about, okay, if I exposed him, how much more he got on me to expose on me. You know what I mean? So that's why Martell is hesitant when he come up out of that truck, if we could be clear. Okay? But Marty ain't lying about them 20 women, but who cares if their wife don't care? Oh, well, I know that's right, honey. Come on, checkmates. We need 78 more likes. Thank you so much, Mama Bees. That's a hell of a lot likes, guys. Hit that like button. We ain't here dancing for no reason, honey. DJ Bam says, welcome to the chat, DJ Bam. Welcome. Kimmy thinks that she is safe, but real talk, Tisha, Marceau, and Maurice only protect themselves. Remember, Tisha called her sis and Law a side chick. Yes, I remember that.
He's mad because he's the only one who got caught and actually ruined his family.
That could be. That could be a good thing. Or a bad thing. Child, I don't know.
I feel like could be saying it out of being upset, wanting to get back.
Mm-hmm.
Marsau for not sticking up. But why would you say that? Even if you're mad about him not sticking up for you in an interview, why would you accuse him constantly? Seems like he's been accusing him for a long time.
So what that tell you, Sunny?
20 Women has been they were talking about that when I was producing. They were talking about the 20 Women way before I even came on the show. So did you guys think that you guys think it's cheating? You think it's true?
Yeah, I do. I think he's talking about it. Martell, like the same thing he been talking about this stuff with Melody. She cheated on me. She cheated on me, and knowing dang well they was not together, and she just moved on. She was already out that house. Okay, he's gonna keep talking about something if he knows that there's some type of truth to it. Okay, only difference is he's gonna try to flip it to fit his narrative. So now you got to pick apart, well, what part is true and what part is not. But I definitely believe that it's some type of truth to what he's saying. Okay. Marlene says, do you remember when Marsau called Tricia cheap back Tricia? I do. Okay. And that's why I believe that Marsau looks at Tricia with all the disgust in the world. To me, that's how he look at her. He never ever looks at her like, dang, baby got back. Okay, like, oh, I gotta get some of that. He never ever looks at her like that. He always look at her like, we're just comfortable. Okay, we have to do this, right? And he puts emphasis on, even when he was talking to Marquez about ruining his family and his responsibility in the house. So he's big on family. Doesn't mean he ain't gonna do nothing to, jeopardize that. However, him and Tricia had some type of agreement, in my opinion. Let's stick to the script, and family is what we're talking about. Let's not worry about the other stuff that everybody else accusing me of, right? So I think they mastermind that part, which takes away from him allegedly cheating on her. Okay, but I definitely think, without a shadow of a doubt, hands down, there's some truth to this story. Okay, Yvonne says, I like Destiny, but girl, you was laying when. Now, wait a minute, you was lying when you were saying Melody was trying to talk to you. Now, that was all lies. Destiny was wrong for that. I agree. Welcome to the chat, boo. We appreciate you for being here. Let's continue to listen.
And you know what I find interesting?
Here we go.
I feel like this season, Tricia had been going really hard in defense for Destiny. Against me. Yeah, she called herself checking me a couple different times, right?
Mm-hmm, she did.
It's very interesting how she had nothing to say when Tricia was being accused of cheating on her husband.
Let me help you, Sunny. The reason why she had nothing to say is because Martell had something bigger on her, okay? Allegedly. I believe that they have something going on, so of course she's not going to go against the grain. That's why she's been faithful in carrying that bone back to Martell. That's why she's now being accused of carrying the bone back to Martell about Melody's whereabouts, right? That's why she's not going to stick up for Tricia, because Tricia is just a person, a little flunky, okay? And as long as she got Tricia to fight the battles for her, she'll never have to fight for Tricia. So listen, asking her to stick up for Tricia is basically way too much and out of Tricia league, okay? She's not going to do that. She's going to sit right between her husband's legs where she was sitting at. This is my husband. That's all her assignment is. That's my husband. I'm sticking with my man. Period, okay? Queen Common Sense, welcome to the chat. We appreciate you for being here. Sunny is calling out hypocrisy and the BS we have been saying all this time. Yes. Blessings and love to the chat and mods. Oh, thank you. Talk heavy, Queen. Listen, we got you. Let's continue on. We got to keep going because we got so much more to cover. Let's go.
She had nothing. She said no. She had not one word to say.
Oh,
why? Because it was coming out of Martell's mouth?
Yep. You got it, Sunny. Yes, and she connected those dots, right? She connected the dots. Everybody has, okay? If Martell say it, it makes it true for her. For whatever reason, her loyalty lies with Martell, period, okay?
Tricia is going up for Destiny because she knows Destiny goes up for Mel.
Makes a lot of sense, but don't make it right.
Mm.
Yeah.
She had nothing to say. I thought.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
A fact and proven that they're cheating. So I don't know what proof could be shown unless he snuck a video of them cheating together. But who does that? That's kind of creepy.
It is.
So I think that wanting the proof is a bit far fetched, or because I don't think that men really keep proof. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. They're still going to be together. They're still together. So I don't really think it matters. And that's their marriage, however they choose to handle whatever scandal that is. But I just think it's interesting how Martell always accuses Marsau of that.
Let me tell you why, okay? He accused him because there's more to it, okay? And that's just the bottom line, okay? That's it to the story. There's more to it. He continues to accuse him because, like I said, there's more to the story, okay? And Marceau knows that Martell is not serious about what he's saying that he's going to deliver. So one thing for certain, and two things for sure, Marceau has already learned Martell, just as Martell has learned Marceau. Right now, this is a little girl fight, okay? They scratching, they bumping, they going toe to toe. They got both trucks up to each other. This ain't nothing more than a little girl fight, okay? However, I'm sure, I'm very clear that nothing really is going to happen. If proof comes out in this week episode, I'll take that back. But for right now, I think they've learned enough to say ain't no real nothing going to really happen. This is just going to go as far as it went. I got receipts. I got receipts. That ain't nothing else gonna come from that. You know what I mean? So we shall see. Like I said, we'll wait, we'll see, we'll watch, we'll listen. We gotta move on, okay? So let's talk about Kimmy, baby, basically being mad that Melody asked her about Maurice's DUI, okay? Now, like I said, nobody's off limits, okay? When it was Melody and Martell, it was people on the internet making fun of the whole harassment communication things. So folks were saying that they don't believe that Martell should have been locked up. Like, it was a lot of stuff that was going on, right? She couldn't come on here and was like, stop talking about my business, okay? Neither did she film and be like, I don't want to talk about it, okay? She didn't even tell people what not to say or what to say, okay? But she did take wind of stuff that people had to say, and she took note of that. as she should. Don't be sitting next to me if you got all this negative stuff to say. So I loved it when she punched Kimmy in that stomach. Not too hard, okay? And not physically, okay? But she definitely did give her a little flabber on the stomach, flabber on the gut. Let's go, right? I loved it. I felt like it was definitely her time to get what was coming to her, okay? But you guys know that Maurice had been basically, so allegedly they got into a little, beef during the reunion filming, okay, which we have not seen yet. And Maurice makes, some type of statement stating that, Kimmy go hard, okay, and Kimmy would have, if Kimmy would have known everything that was said, she could have went 10 times more than that. I think they both can, okay? That's a fair statement. We saw Melody pull her alter ego out, and baby, there ain't nothing you want to play with, okay? So if you want to bark up that tree and pull all the branches down, you do that, but you be careful on your way going down, okay? Talk to somebody else, please, okay? Like, we can't take you serious. However, Kimmy seems to be mad that Melody basically was asking all of these questions, but I say it's a fair game, right? She can talk her stuff to whoever she want and whenever she want, because the reality of it is, it's your turn now, okay? Your man should have stayed, or he should have called an Uber home, okay? He shouldn't have been caught, whether it was dismissed or not. Your man was out of pocket, and it got what the hell he got, okay? Now, I don't know how it got dismissed. I don't know who was working this and who was working that, but in the meantime, it's dismissed, okay? So we have to just say, okay, good, case dismissed, but what are we really talking about, okay? So let me let me go and pull up that one for you guys so you guys can hear where the beef, came about at. And like I said, I'm with it all.
You came over today. I am too. Because I didn't see you since the girls' trip. Like, this is my first time seeing you. So, the trip in totality, how did you feel? Like, did you enjoy it? Did you like it?
In all honesty, Mel, it was a lot better than I had planned in my head.
Yes, Tamika.
I was telling Maurice,
Yes.
actually, the camaraderie of it all. Even though there were little spur-ups here and there, by the end of it all, I think most people kind of squashed them out and talked it out and got things resolved.
I felt like that was being accomplished at one point. Destiny literally apologized to me on the trip as she walked by my room.
She did.
Looked at me and said, "I'm so sorry," with tears in her eyes. Then you come back, and every interview you do, you throwing jabs at me, and I'm not even out here talking about you. I don't know if Destiny is lying to herself about what took place in St. Thomas, but you don't apologize to someone and then come back going on a whole interview campaign, speaking negatively, spreading lies. I don't know, maybe she just said, "I'm sorry," to be like, "See, look what I did. I apologize to Melody. See, I apologize." That's what it's giving.
She said in the interview.
She just been saying little stuff here and there, insinuating, like, still like as if I'm some bad friend, or, I'm not being true to who I am.
Have y'all talked at all to St. Thomas?
No. Which is why I'm so shocked that you're still out here trying to throw jabs at me. That is weird.
It is.
But
Ooh.
you and Tricia been on a pretty level playing field for a while.
Yeah, we have. Tisha and I have been able to get to this place where we are able to be cordial because we have not continuously been throwing daggers at each other. But Destiny is always throwing daggers.
Service lady. Okay. Looks pretty. This is all vegetables, no gluten. You're welcome, ladies. This is really good.
You like it?
Obviously, I've been trying to change up some of the stuff that I eat. And I'm trying to stay closer to a Mediterranean kind of diet, more vegetables and fruits and that kind of thing. So
you look amazing. So
thank you.
your skin is glowing. You look great. So that's all that matters. That's why I texted you and checked on you, because it was a lot going on. Whenever your spouse, and I've been on the side of it, is out here doing stuff that's stupid, it does affect you. One thing about me is I do like to address things head on. So, I want to check in with Kimmy and see how she's feeling about her husband getting a DUI.
Period.
I want her to know that I understand, how she's probably feeling. It's tough whenever the world is watching. I was like, ooh, I know Kimmy ain't happy right now.
Wait a minute, y'all. Wait. So first of all, I love that she was like, it's giving Tisha, right? Not her talking about her sister-in-law inside of Kimmy face. Like, I love that part. Girl, get her, okay? All the way together. Gather them edges. I love that. Okay. Also, Destiny articulate what she wants for the moment. Okay, she knows that it didn't happen like that. She apologized because it fit her narrative. She knew that she had no intentions on changing her behavior or trying to work on her and Mel relationship. She knew it wouldn't go no further than that. Okay, so we're not surprised that nothing happened and they didn't have a conversation after the trip. Okay. I love that Melody is calling it out. How you doing, girl? You look good. Okay. Now you want to work on all this physical stuff about you, but what's really going on with your mental? You know what I mean? Like I can get with all of that. Okay. I'm for it all. Okay. So like I said, it's one of those things where it's like, fair game. Okay. They having a conversation. It is what the hell it is. And wherever the chips land, it land. I thought I saved the other portion of this, but I did not for whatever reason where Melody is telling her like, well, now we're talking about your dude. I didn't save it, so I can't even pull it up and let you guys hear it. But let's see what you guys are saying. I agree, and I hope Mel gave it back to her. I'm sure she did, but I don't think Mel wants to be arguing with Nell or Kimmy. I don't think so either. Sandra, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. I believe Melody tries to hurt folks, but she needs to meet Kimmy's energy and let her have it. Wait a minute, I think I read that wrong. Melody tries not to hurt folks, but she needs to meet Kimmy's energy and let her have it. Yes, get her where it hurts at. Mel also been nice to Kimmy, sending over food and flowers. Yup, she sure did when she thought she was looking bad during her health crisis. Yup. Nell and Kimmy should catch the smoke too, since they don't act as wise as their big age. I love that, CC. Make it plain, okay, in English. Hey, Nikki, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Everything she said was on the internet. Yep. Oh, well, there goes that. Kimmy's throwing daggers too. Yep. In my opinion, if you notice, Mel tries not to go after Kimmy or Nell. In Mel's voice, they are the oldest, and shouldn't be arguing with them. Honestly, they should be pacemakers. What? I said pacemakers is peacemakers. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know old and elder and pacemakers. Y'all know I was like, I read. That's probably the one to come out my head or my mouth. That's why I said pacemakers versus peacemakers. Child, Lord help me. I didn't mean it. Okay, Liza Moore says, and Carlos and Destiny should have given Maurice the business about being irresponsible, whether his charges were dismissed or not. Both Mel and Kimmy knows how to go toe to toe, but Mel respects Kimmy. I agree. And what's up with all these dudes like instigating it on? Like, do something better with your time, please. Kimmy needs to sit her a down arguing with Mel about Maurice. She didn't do anything different from what they have done. This is on Maurice. It is, okay? I'm entirely sick of both Tisha and Dusty. Woo, sick of the whole company, honey. That's the problem with the people thinking that the Scotts can carry the show. They don't like to be transparent. I agree. I agree. Let's see. Okay. Hi, Jenny. I don't think I got you, but welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. If that baby is Lance's grandchild, then Chris and Nell are great grandparents. That's true, baby. You right. You hit it on the Nell. I'm digging her. Sunny has grown on me. I think she has on a lot of people. Child, that's what they said, not me. Okay, so that's what they had to say. I love that. Like I said, I love that Melody clapped back at her. It was about time. Listen, it needed to happen. Let's see. Let's make sure we hit everything. Okay. Sunny called Martell a liar. Kimmy and Mel gets into a little, beef. But I also think, let me say this too, right? Because I know we're wrapping it up. I also strong-heartedly believe that Kimmy's been waiting to, like go toe to toe with Mel. I think now that Melody has given her something in her direction for her to really act like there's a beef, this will give her to do what she's been wanting to do and say for a long time. You notice when she get on the internet, she barely has anything to say. Like when she goes on her interviews and stuff, she don't really talk about it much because she's basically like, this don't really have nothing to do with me, but if she come my way, boy, do I have some words for her. Like, I feel like that's the direction Kimmy's always wanted to go. So now she's going to use this opportunity, since Melody had questions about her man, to say everything she's always wanted to say all along. Okay, they said she had a bag full of treats during the reunion. Y'all hit that like button, baby. They said she had a bag full of treats that she wanted to throw at Mel, but that didn't just come out of nowhere. Okay, you just don't prepare for something like that if you didn't already have that stirred in you. If you throwing daggers at everybody and that just came out of nowhere and there was no prior beef, yeah, you was ready. You been ready. Okay, now you like, I was waiting to use this. I was waiting to give you this. I was waiting all this time to say this. Girl, we see it. We see it, okay? I'm from a hood that, call an ace and a spade a spade, okay? And we know that this is things that you've been wanting to say. So whatever you say, rather, they said she rehearsed her lines, okay? They said she had a notepad out there. Y'all, they said she had a notepad, okay? So they said she's doing, wait a minute, she's doing it for Maurice because she has no issues with Mel. In my opinion, I agree. Liza More Lies says, and she's going to look like a fool, in my opinion, and will. Love your commentary. Let me see. I'm not sure why Carlos think Kimmy and Maurice are needed. They just there to outnumber the others. You only need one Scott family on the show. I agree. I think if they switch that thing up, it will be much better. Okay. I really, really, really. Lady B in the building. What's up, boo? I'm just happy to finally catch your commentary. It's been a while. Oh, Lady B, we thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you for stomping through the chat. What's up? Yeah, child, it's going down over there. But like I said, Melody is humble, but she's not a fool, and she's quick with the mouth, honey. She will make somebody swallow their spit in their tongue, right? So I'm here for it, okay? Whenever that conversation takes place, tag me in. If I ain't on the live, if this is a live episode, somebody better tag me. Don't let me miss it, okay? I need to be right there. Because one thing for certain and two things for sure, neither one of them are going to let either one of them say what they need to say to each other. They both got a clapper on their tongue, right? So I'm here for it. But I also think it's time that she addressed their things like they addressing hers, right? Nobody's off limits. Y'all did it to me. Now I got a little bit more time this season, so I'm going to do it to y'all. So what we talking about? I love it. I love it. I've got to be honest, y'all. I'm here for it all. I sure hope Mel didn't hold back on Kimmy. I don't think so. Because, she was rocking. And, until all the stuff happened, she was giving that red phone and she didn't give a dang on who got the phone call, okay? So I think, she here for it, okay? Shara, tell it like it is. Martell knows Marsau is trashy as he is. Yes, Sandra, yes. All right, guys, I am about 2 minutes under my hour, but I'm going to take that to exit on out. Listen, checkmates, I love y'all, and there's nothing y'all can do about it, and don't y'all let nobody tell y'all nothing different. Hit the like button, turn on your notification bell, subscribe to the channel, so that you guys can know every single time your girl go live. Y'all know I got something to say. All right, until next time, bye. Mama B says we almost there. 148 likes and 170 in the chat. Y'all hit that like button on your way out. I got to go. Coco I stepping through the chat late and all. What's up? Bye, y'all. I got to go.